Hey, how's it going, Duty Sulfurs? Today I'm going to show you how you can clean and restore shine to this super dirty and a bit rusty chrome wheel. Actually, let me rephrase that. I'm not only going to show you how you can clean, restore, and polish this chrome wheel, I'm going to show you how you can do it easily. See, now you see it, and now you don't. Alright, well, maybe not that easy, but fairly easy, so let me just show you. Alright, so first let me give you a close-up of what we're exactly dealing with here. So as you can hopefully see, this wheel is pretty badly neglected. As you can see, we got a nice film of dirt and contaminants on this wheel. We actually even have some spider webs. Of course, the typical brake dust as one would expect. But unfortunately, in these corners, it looks like the chrome has started to chip. But we should still be able to restore nice clean shine back to the face of this chrome. But just in those corners, you know, we can't defy the laws of physics, so there'll be some chipping there, but it shouldn't be a big deal. All right, since this is gonna be a rather tough job, the first thing I'm gonna do is give this wheel a thorough cleaning using my favorite car wash soap, a clean sponge, and a soft wheel brush. By the way, if you see any tools or products used in my videos that you like, I'll put links to where you can buy them for cheap in the description box, so don't be afraid to click on them and check them out. And the aim of this step is to not really restore shine back to this wheel, but to simply get rid of all the big chunks of dirt and contaminants that are on the surface of this wheel as of right now. Specifically the spider web. I'm scared of spiders. Alright, so first we'll just attack it with our sponge, getting the soap in every nook and cranny, try to knock things loose. And you don't have to spend a whole lot of time on this step, just a minute or two should be fine, just so you get everything washed down with soap. Next we'll grab our soft wheel brush, and with this we can get into every nook and cranny, all the hard to reach places. Again, we're just aiming to clean the surface and break things up on the surface. We're not really gonna restore shine with this thing. Alright, next we're just gonna give it 5 minutes, let the soap break things down, because the idea behind this video is that we wanna do this easy. We don't wanna spend an hour scrubbing this wheel down. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes. So next I'm gonna wipe it down using a cotton towel. Or of course you can just rinse it off with water. Doesn't really matter, it's up to you. Again, you don't have to spend a whole lot of time wiping this down. These steps are just so that our main step, which is coming up, becomes easier. Alright, so here's a look at our wheel after washing it down. Some improvement can be seen, but of course we're far from having a nice shiny chrome wheel. And of course, unfortunately, in some of these corners of this wheel, we do have some chipping of the chrome. And unfortunately, there isn't much we can do about that since that's physical damage to this wheel. But once we finish cleaning the face of this wheel and polishing it, this is gonna stand out nice and shiny, so we probably won't notice those little corners anyway. Alright, next, in order to make our final step even easier, I'm gonna use this foaming wheel cleaner. Now, looking at the directions on the back of this thing, it claims that you just spray this on, then you wait 3 minutes, and then you wipe it off with a soft cloth or sponge, and then the shine is restored back to your wheels. But I've come to find that rarely happens, especially with a wheel that's dirty like ours. So the way I use this thing is very similar to our car wash soap. I'm just gonna spray it on this wheel, and then using our soft wheel brush, work it in to every nook and cranny. Alright, next we'll thoroughly shake our can, and then we're gonna start spraying a generous amount all over our wheel. We're gonna have to shake this as we're spraying it. That looks kind of funky. And next we'll go to town on this with our wheel brush. Again, you don't have to spend a whole lot of time on this step. Just get into all the little corners that are more dirty than the other spots, just to loosen up the dirt and contaminants on this wheel. Alright, I'm gonna actually spray another coat and then let it sit for about 3 or 4 minutes. Alright, so it's been about 3 minutes, and as you can see, most of the foam cleaner has washed off the wheel on its own. But we're gonna wipe it down with a cotton towel anyway. Actually, we've made a decent amount of improvement to the looks of this wheel just in the last 2 steps, but this thing is far from being restored and polished, that's for sure. Alright, so here's a look at our wheel after wiping down the foam cleaner. You know, on camera or at first glance, it might look like that we're done. But if you look closer, you can tell that this is not finished, it's not polished, and it's still dirty and has dirt and contaminants on top of the chrome. That's where this guy comes in, my favorite metal polish. And here's a close-up so you can see all the different metals listed here that this thing can clean and polish. The only problem is that this is not carried in auto parts stores. You're gonna have a really hard time finding it. In fact, your only option might be buying it online. Again, links in the description if you're interested. Alright, so reading the directions on this thing, it says to apply it using a clean cloth, rub it in, And then once you're happy, just clean it off with another soft towel or cloth. But over here at Ratchets and Wrenches, we don't necessarily follow directions if it doesn't suit our purpose. So the way I like to apply my metal polish is to use some fine steel wool. And this is super important because if you use a different steel wool, there's a very good chance you're gonna scratch the surface of your chrome wheel. So again, anything but this will scratch your chrome wheel. So again, we give our can a good shake, and then we'll grab a good chunk of our steel wool and then apply some of our metal polish to it. Word of caution, this thing smells really strong, so either work in a well-ventilated area or wear one of these. I'm actually gonna wear some gloves as well. All right, next we're gonna start applying this, and we're gonna work one section at a time. So we'll start here. See, the good thing with steel wool is that you can get this into every single nook and cranny. And at the same time, this does an amazing job of cleaning and polishing the chrome as well. All right, next I'm gonna use a microfiber towel to clean the area we just polished. I find that when it's time to clean up and polish metal, microfiber towels work better than just regular old cotton towels. All right, hope you guys are seeing this. I'll give you guys a closer shot in a little bit. Wow, look at that. All right, so here's a closer look at the area we just polished, and as hopefully you guys can see, this is really clean, nice and shiny now. Here we'll just compare it to this side that we haven't touched yet. That is quite a bit of improvement if you ask me. There is nothing left stuck to this chrome. No dirt, no contaminants, nothing. So if we didn't clean it earlier the way we did, we would be spending a lot more time because there would be more dirt and contaminants, especially on these little corners on the insides, that then we would have to scrub down with our steel wool and metal polish. And this is not really good for removing big chunks of dirt. This is for, you know, just removing just the thin layer of dirt and debris and brake dust that's on top of the chrome, and then polishing it and giving it a good shine. And here's a look at our final product, and look at that. This thing is restored, nice and shiny. Again, there's a couple of spots where physical damage has actually happened to the chrome. But if you're looking at this wheel from a yard or two out, this thing looks as shiny as new. Also, this metal polish works very well on hard watermarks, on chrome, or on any type of metal actually. But as you can see, we got some here on this chrome plating. Now, to those people who haven't had the misfortune of having to deal with hard watermarks, it looks like this stuff can be cleaned with just some general purpose cleaners and a rag. So here, I'll just spray some general purpose cleaner on it, and then wipe it down with a microfiber towel. And as you can hopefully see, that made hardly any difference. All right, so let's give this wheel a try with some of my favorite chrome polish, and again, with some fine steel wool. And once again, as you can see, using the steel wool, we can get into all the little areas, the dimples on this chrome wheel, and clean it all out. Again, we'll wipe it down with some microfiber towels and see what we got. And look at that. Once again, it delivers. This thing is awesome. Alright, so I'll just spend some more time and finish this wheel up, and then give you guys a final shot of this wheel as well. So here's a final look at this wheel, and we were able to get this one real shiny and bright, especially since there is no physical damage to the chrome plating on this wheel. Alright, so a couple of pointers before I wrap this up. Make sure you use a microfiber towel when you're polishing the wheel, because if you don't, you may not be able to remove all the polish, and your wheel might still look cloudy, making you think you didn't clean it right. Also, before you start doing this to your chrome wheels, make sure you actually have chrome wheels. See, this is chrome, but this, on the other hand, is not chrome. Chrome, not chrome. Chrome, not chrome. I can keep going, but I think you guys get the picture. And with that said, gonna wrap this video up. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, do me a favor and share this video on your favorite social network. And also consider checking out these other related videos, of which I put links to on this side of the screen that you can click on. There'll also be links in the description box down below as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.